Alright then, for the second game we have, again, TheViper playing in the characteristic yellow and JohnyBGood playing in the blue. Both of the players are playing as the Vikings. And we have a Megarandom map again. This time it is something you see more often, a no TC start. So you will have to get your lumber camps going as soon as possible. And get chopping, because you will need the wood to lay down a town center somewhere. So while the players are doing that, I can take a look at the map. So let's see, there is a good amount of sheep, and of course let's not forget the fish. And there's also one boar and berries. So food wise, these players shouldn't have too much trouble getting in that sweet food without too many wood or having to lay down farms early on. And for the rest of the map, I would say JohnyBGood, his stone is not really that nice. It's on a very steep hill. So if the Viper here decides to have some archers up here, it's gonna be really easy to harass this stone up here. Gold, it's on top there, so that's a little better, but still not really nice. Then for this stone here, it's a little bit bugged, so it won't be too effective. The Vikings might go for berserkers. You don't really see that too often, but you might do that, and then you will need a good amount of castles. So this is not really too nice for JohnyBGood. Then for the Viper, I feel like his town center is a little bit better, because this town center here, it's only a little bit close to the wood, but other than that, not really. Whereas the Viper here, he has some berries there very close to his woodline, so he was also kind of lucky in getting this spot here. For the rest of the resources, yeah, his map is definitely way better, as he has two clumps here, two big clumps of stone, and he doesn't really have any hills on his map, well, except for like really here in the back. So in that regard, the map is definitely in favor of the Viper. So then taking a quick look at the relics, I do notice that there are not too many relics at all. In the last game, JohnyBGood didn't pick up his relics, but in this case, you know, this is the only gold there is on the map as far as I can see. So if you don't want to tack into trash too soon, you better pick up those relics. And in that regard, JohnyBGood does have a good map, because he has two relics already fairly close to his town center. Whereas this one, it's kind of in between the Viper and JohnyBGood, but I definitely favor the position of Johnny there. And I should actually try and take a quick look then at the trash line of the Vikings, because I don't really know. They don't have halberdier, don't have hussar either. So in terms of trash, the Vikings aren't really that good. So yeah, that's gonna be fair. That's gonna be pretty tricky actually. And I also noticed that Johnny here has one gold pile, and I can't really spot any other. Whereas the Viper on like is half of the map, he has 3 gold piles, so that is definitely a big advantage again for the Viper. Because I'm pretty sure it will go that far into the game. You know, it's not even that hard to take all this gold. You don't really have to have a too long game to get there. But we'll have to see. You know, it might also end in a galley rush, and players might not even hit Castle Age. But who knows? The last game was a really long game as well, so I would assume this game to be a good length as well. One more short notice, by the way, about the stone. Like, there are so many very big piles that you could also sell the stone for some gold instead. But once the market is crashed, it's not really going to be all too effective anymore. On the other hand, you know, aside from being a very strong defensive point, a castle without gold is not, for the Vikings, is not going to be really useful. So JohnyBGood then up to feudal age, and I have to say, I'm not sure what he did to reach this you know, this fairly quick uptime, but the Viper still not up. And what is he doing? Is he looking at the population? He might go with a fast castle, but then again, he already has 30 population and he can go up. There you go, Viper going up, and he's delayed by a full 2 minutes. I mean, exactly 2 minutes. And this is a water map, so galley rushing is going to be so important. So I hope that the Viper there is going to catch up, because at this level 2 minutes is a long time. There you go, first few galleys out already, and the Viper, he has only one dog and no, he's not gonna make any galleys in the Dark Age, of course, so he will have to wait. There you go, Johnny already getting one fishing ship there. I was thinking that he got this other one, but yeah, this one might run and save himself, but no, he's gonna run into more galleys from Johnny. And looking at this, okay. Viper going for a blacksmith. For a second I thought maybe he is going with military building, but that would be really silly, as he is already clicking up to castle age. So I would say on a map like this, it is pretty tricky unless you know what you are doing, and I assume and hope that the Viper exactly knows what he is doing. And I didn't really notice any problems with why the Viper was so late in going up to feudal. I should actually try and rewind that and see why he was so late. So yeah, he is now completely abandoning the water, as he's not gonna get it back. Maybe he's very up to castle pretty quickly, so he might try and do the fire galley upgrade and then go with some fire ships, as those guys will deal fairly quickly with these galleys. But I don't think the Viper can keep his dog alive for long enough to do that. Let's see. Bosal. Okay. He was taking castle, or he was taking stone. So I didn't really notice that. So yeah, he's going to place the Viper going to place a castle there on the shoreline, but I'm not so sure. When I tried this, it's always too late, and I always end up having war galleys with like Botkin arrow shooting my dogs, and I can't do anything. But at this stage, since JohnyBGood isn't even up to castle age yet, it is definitely a good try in getting the water back. So there you go, the Viper definitely having a good idea of what he needs to do. And yeah, the most sensible move there to drop a castle and go with ships. But I didn't expect the Viper to go with longbows. Interesting. Interesting. So they do have about the same stats. Let's see, they have one more range, but other than that they have about the same stats. But of course they fire multiple arrows, so that's why he chose longbows. And I'm laughing already because I didn't even reminded what I said about going with fire ships, but the Vikings of course don't have fire ships, so that is why the Viper there taking the short-term solution here and going with longbows. So yeah, interesting. You don't see those all too often. I don't even use them being the Vikings, so interesting to see. And there you go, the Viper going for Botkin arrow. I was about to say, where is his war galley upgrade? As JohnyBGood is going with war galleys, but it looks like the Viper is doing longbows. But I'm not so sure about longbows versus war galleys. Maybe if they would be elite longbows. But then again, that's in Imperial Age and you already have galleon with bracer, so yeah. Let's see, yeah, the Viper will keep the longbow production up. Very, very interesting. as the game unfolds. And Johnny, there you go, going to wall all things. He wants to be sure that he's not getting sneaked or landed or anything. On the other hand, you know, it's really easy to like get a dock up here, transport, whoop, and you're on the other side. No problem. Even though I usually, when I want to do that, I either forget or screw up anyway. But still, at this level, it shouldn't be too hard doing that. Taking then a quick look at the stats there, JohnyBGood on higher population, but that's because he has more military and he still has some fishing ships. And I say some, but I should say a good amount, because 7 fishing ships with such a good water is definitely a really nice addition to your economy. And notice, you know, because of all those fishing ships, JohnyBGood doesn't even need all that many farms at all. Okay, so at this point, Viper got more or less, you know, he got a good control of the water there with some longboats. The question is, what is going to happen right now? Ballistics coming in here. I would assume these players are going to boom up and go up to Imp. But looking at this, the Viper doesn't even have another town center. And there you go, JohnyBGood. I was also wondering, what is he doing? On his turn, he is going to, or he's sneaking the Viper right there with a forward. This is archery range and siege workshop. So he's doing some crossbows and mangonels, so he might do a fair amount of damage right there. But here you go, the action is now taking place at the water here, as the Viper is using his longbows to clean up, absolutely wipe here the war galleys from JohnyBGood. And I think he moved them closer to the war galleys to get a little bit more accuracy, just like conquistadors have less accuracy at a longer range. I suppose that's the same thing for longbows. But here, like, the Viper doesn't have anything. He lost three villagers right away. And this mangonel here, let's see, that's gonna take down this town center if the Viper doesn't have anything on land to work with. But he's of course quick to respond. He will make a siege workshop and get a mangonel of his own. I would suppose. There you go, mangonel coming out, so he can react to this and this. But it's not really looking that good for the Viper, especially since he did get now the control of the water, and there's not much that JohnyBGood can do. But looking at this, I would suppose I would say the Viper doesn't really have too much to do with this. So let's see what his answer is gonna be. Trying to get a mangonel shot there. This, I should take note and learn from this. Today I had a game where I traded like 3 mangonels 1 for 1. I wasn't able to micro or handle the situation too well, and there you go, 1 good shot for the Viper, 1 mangonel down for Johnny, as he will now have to go back. I think he's backing off a little. He sees that he's not winning the situation, so he rather saves his army, I think, and back off a little. Also something I should learn, because I all too frequently just suicide my army or fights I know I can't win. And that is something that is a big waste, because if you know you cannot win it, why would you fight? But I don't know, you ask me. So there you go, there the Viper trying to get his mangonel there close to his longboats, and I'm microing the JohnyBGood there, but good shot there by Johnny. So the same Viper trying to pull off the same trick. JohnyBGood isn't stupid, so he is doing split form, or not split formation, but spreading formation. So even though the mangonels might get a good shot, he won't lose all too many crossbowmen. And there you go, JohnyBGood up to Imperial Age. Interesting, because well, the Viper is fairly close to going up. He can sell a good amount of stone or wood, and he would have enough gold, and looking at his food, he also almost has enough. So I completely missed this here. What is happening right here? You know, JohnyBGood had such a good micro on the start of this push, but now suddenly he lost all his crossbowmen there. And well, fair enough, you know, 2 mangonels, that's impossible to out micro. But I don't know what happened there. It's Viper there for pulling the fight in his favor, and now he, you know, the situation is switched around. He will have 2 mangonels here to get rid of these villagers, and maybe even this town center as well. But JohnyBGood, he isn't stupid either, so he will take his mangonel. There you go, 1 good shot for Johnny, and ooh, the Viper losing 2 mangonels for nothing. That was kinda bad. But probably the Viper was paying attention to somewhere else. I'm not sure what that else is. Or maybe denying these dogs. But Johnny is getting some guard towers actually in the back there, trying to sustain his dogs. But I'm not sure why he just didn't. Fair enough. This is fairly hard to get a castle up here, so that might be it. So, Viper almost there, in Imperial as well.
Oh,
Ben je aan het streamen, toch?
nee, ik ben aan het recorden.
Oké, sorry.
I'm sorry for that. I had to answer that knock on the door. I can't resist knocks on doors. So let's see, Galleon. There you go, Galleon for JohnyBGood, and the Viper almost up to Imperial Age. So let's see who is getting the better end of this deal. I'm curious to see how the Galleon is going to stack up against the longboat. I'm pretty sure that when the longboat goes elite, it will be a lot stronger. And since the Viper didn't even do War Galley upgrades, he will go down the longboat road. So there you go, conscription. Ooh, almost the War Galley upgrade, but it looks like he cancelled that one. And yeah, there you go, that's the one he needs, elite longbow. I also saw Karina coming in, so that will mean 1 more pierced armor for the ships right there. Also, I think it will allow you to stack 5 more guys in a transport ship, but that's not really relevant right now. So Brazier coming out. I didn't see chemistry coming from the Viper, but maybe I missed it, I don't know. So in a second, these longboats will be completely upgraded, and well, that is the thing that will be for certain for JohnyBGood. So let's see. Interesting, because JohnyBGood, he didn't lose this forward here. I would suppose 2 mangonels. Oh wait, yeah, the Viper lost the 2 mangonels. That's it. So he didn't really stop that forward, and now things might become a little tricky, as the Viper only has control of the water here. But hey, it is the Viper, so he's doing berserkers after all. In the beginning of the game, I was curious to see if these were gonna be built, because you know, for the Vikings you can also go with Arbalest. But looking at this, it is good to see the berserkers shining. So JohnyBGood, looking at this, yeah, so he is going with Arbalest, like I just pointed out. That's also a possibility, and cap rams, probably siege rams coming out right after, and the Viper might actually go with cannon galleons. Well, at least I hope he would, because he does have the water control. Why would he not use it? He could deal with these dogs with this castle. You know, he could kill a lot of JohnyBGood if he would go with cannon galleons. But then again, it will take you some time to get there, and that is maybe some or the time that the Viper doesn't have. And another thing is okay, yeah, there you go. The relics, JohnyBGood didn't pick up the relics, as these relics will stay untouched for now. And there you go, you know, there is so much stone on the map, the players don't even know what to do with it. Like, look at this, the Viper also with 800 stone in the bank. And I want to see the castle count. Where can I see that again? Castles, there you go, 4 castles for the Viper and 2 for JohnyBGood. I could have counted that quicker than I looked it up. Anywho. Johnny trying to hold on here on this side, trying to hold on to his forwards, but I'm not sure if that's worth it. Let's see. There you go, just got the castle up. Man, what a lucky man to get this one up. I am not sure if he has murder holes. Looking at this, no, he doesn't have it. But then again, Johnny does have this mangonel here, but it is getting sniped by those berserkers, and now suddenly TheViper is completely unleashed here, doing siege engineers, starting to push on the land, keeping the control on the water here, cleaning up the forward. This is a position that TheViper wants to be in control. And yeah, he now is in a very, very good spot. So there you go, castle cleaned up. And look at this, those longboats. Man, look at the range of these darn things. 10 range there, doing some amount of damage there on the economy of JohnyBGood already. And if TheViper will need to go slowly but surely, cleaning all this up. And there you go, those longboats just being able to reach that trebuchet. This forward's cleaned up there. JohnyBGood, GG. Well played, man. Wow, what a nice game. Again, very JohnyBGood, a very strong player, but just not strong enough to get TheViper. Especially in that first game, he was really, really strong. In the second game, he was lagging behind, and he started out really well with the galleys and getting the water control, but after TheViper, that longboats, there was no holding anymore. And when this forwards didn't really pay off, that was it basically. So yeah, GG.